Alright, well, welcome back to Beautiful Souls. This is James, also known as the Only Zerg. So, where we. So, we're at the point in the story where we're about a month and a half away from the entrance exam. Deku had just done his job change upgrade. Now, many of you be like, well, Sun Jin Woo didn't have his job upgrade. Well, that's the thing. This isn't Sun Jin Woo's Shadow Monarch. This is something completely different. Like I commented down underneath someone who asked what kind of monarch is. He's like, well, that's the thing. With this series, I had actually planned this out to where, depending on what the ratio was of the votes, like say if the vote if like say if it was like a if the votes were within a 10 if it was within a 10% win rate, then Izuku would have been gravitated to the center statue. So the statue he went to is dark, is a shadow, style monarch, but it has tinges of the light within that emanate out of it. Which is why Izuku isn't that in this. He isn't that so cold, calculated, and uncaring for people in general, like Sun Jin Woo was. Now, if there was only like 5% of the votes, then yeah, we would have had a more Sun Jin Woo like Deku. Now, if the light would have won with the same amount, like less than 10% for the shadow, then he would have been gravitated to the pure light side. Also, you could have called it life. And and it like this, like what happened with the votes, if it would have been like the majority for the light, then Deku would have been gravitated to the far right. Like the light portion with tinges of dark emanating from it. So that being said, let's get back into our story. So Izuku, he just gotten his class upgrade, and unfortunately, someone saw him go open his gate, and Katsuki basically waited and confronted Izuku, and Izuku's just standing there looking at Katsuki with like his eyes glowing blue, and Katsuki just says, "Damn nerd, don't even try to lie to me. How the hell can you open these damn? How the hell can you open a freaking gate? What the hell is that thing? Is that a damn monster?" And Izuku, he's just staring at Katsuki, and he produces this bubble in his hand, and he's like, "Damn it, Kachan, I didn't want to tell you yet. Fuck!" As he slams the bubble down, and he's like, "What the hell?" As like this bubble surrounds them, and then Izuku just walks over to it, and he's like, "Why the hell were you following me then?" And then guys, he's like, "I didn't follow you, idiot. I saw you in the damn playground, and I was wondering what the hell you were doing, and then I saw you open that damn gate. Now that you, what the hell is that?" As like this 20-meter wolf is just looking down at Katsuki now, just growling at his ass. Izuku turns around and he's like, "Ranga, return!" And all of a sudden, Katsuki actually sees this giant ass wolf disappear into Izuku's shadow. And Izuku just looks at Katsuki. He's like, "Fucking So Izuku, he explains to Katsuki what his what had actually happened to him. And unlike with All Might, he does share that he did actually jump off the building when they were kids. And this just shocks Katsuki to the core. And he's like, why the hell would you even listen to me? I was such a freaking asshole. Why would you? And then he sees Izuku with his finger up to his mouth. I wasn't finished. Something happened. Let's just say I reawakened that day. Something to do with like my new abilities. These gates, nothing can enter, nothing can exit besides me. And I guess my summons now. I just completed something that involves my damn class. I'm not entirely sure about this either, Katsuki. All I know is the gates that I'm able to open, I am the only one that can enter them. Probably overheard it somewhat when All Might and me were discussing. Hell, I know your damn sense of hearing's better than most people, so you should have been able to catch at least a little bit what I said to him on the way out. That being said, please, Kachan, I'm begging you. I promised All Might that I would go get reevaluated after the entrance exam. Part of the damn contract, okay? Just right now, can you please just trust me? As Izuku kneels down, like, kind of like, God, I can't think. I always forget his name. The wind guy, when he like kneels down at the license exam and puts his head into the ground. Izuku kind of does a similar thing, and Katsuki just jumps back and he's like, whatever, I don't want to be anywhere near you. Just, whatever, Deku, I'll keep your damn secret, but if you don't get reevaluated, I'll report you to the damn Hunters Association my damn self, okay? For being a faker. And so Izuku, he drops the bubble and Katsuki storms off and he makes his way to the agency in Tokyo. A couple hours pass, All Might's like is waiting in the lobby for Katsuki. Katsuki finally comes in and he's like, young man, you were late. Yeah, whatever, All Might. Meeting room now. I know his damn secret. Well, at least a part of it. All Might shocked at this. He grabs Bakugo, pulls him into like the meeting room, and they have a talk. And it will be pretty heated. Izuku, meanwhile, he's sitting in his apartment and he's just thinking. And then he hears a voice speak to him. Master, is that guy a threat to you? If so, let me bite his head off for you. It'll be quick, painless, and no one would ever know. I can dispose of the body if you want to. I feel your rage about that one. How he picked on you, how he bullied you. After all, your soul was drawn to me. Izuku says, shut up, Ranga. Don't ever attack humans unless I tell you directly to do it. Fine, whatever. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Sorry about that interruption. Wanted to drink my tea a little bit. Liquid down my windpipe. Okay, we're at. Okay, Izuku just had interaction with Katsuki. Okay, so Izuku, he's sitting in his apartment and he's just thinking, he's like, crap, if Katsuki reports me, I'm nowhere near strong enough. If I'm not S rank, then I'm not gonna be able to do it. So this leads into Izuku. He's going hard into like these dungeons, and he's ramping up like how many he's doing versus like the 5 that he normally would be doing over this week. He decides to crank this up to 15. And many of you would be like, well, how does he have so many keys? Mind you, he's been doing these dailies since he was about 7 years old. They're now 15. Well, 15. Katsuki's 15. Izuku's isn't 15 yet. Or yeah, they're 15 now. So he's had 7 to 8 years of just stockpiling keys. He's just been doing daily, slowly increasing his stats. And over the next, like, 3 weeks, he's wondering why All Might hasn't called him. And this is because he's really been trying to stop Katsuki from going to, like, the authorities about Izuku. Which All Might does talk to Katsuki really about this. But during his solo gating, he notices that he doesn't realize it until he finally like stops one day, and he's just looking down at like a bunch of corpses of a few humanoid creatures, and he's just seeing little bars sticking up. Attempt to resurrect, and like there's like a 3 counter, and he's like, wait, Ringo, what the hell is this? As like Ringo turns his head around after like ripping through like a giant ogre. Oh, Master, I'm not the only one that you can do that with. So, any of these weaklings you've decided on, mind you, they won't be as strong as me. The stronger you get, the stronger I will get. So, you can think of me as your second self. Bring those damn ogres over here now. Moringa complies, and he goes, picks up a corpse, drops it in front of Izuku, then goes, gets another corpse, drops it in front of him. And Moringa finally brings like all 5 of them, and he basically sits down behind Izuku, just kind of looking around, and Izuku says, "Arise, all of you. Failure." Okay, so I guess I'm not strong enough yet. He is, but he's not in the right mindset. So he just goes to them individually, and he goes up to one of them and he says, "Arise, awaken, and serve your new master. Now arise, damn it!" As a shadow begins to envelop one of them, and then Izuku turns to like the other 4 corpses. "That goes double for the rest of your lot. Awaken now and rise and serve your new master." Success, 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 success. Can just be here, like Izuku just hears ringing throughout, and then he just looks around and he's like, "Oh shit, I did not mean that." Notification popped up. too many shadow minions summoned. Must choose those to keep and those to leave behind. Ezekiel's like, wait, what? That means... yeah, wow, so I can create an army from the dead? Nice. Well, you five here. You're staying. Okay, few of you damn archers. I'll keep about 3 of you. And another mage on the hand wouldn't be too bad. Rank, which one do you think would be best? Those two over there. They seem like the highest level, and they have the highest defense. Though that one's the highest level, he's a weakling. He'll get one shot, and you would expend a lot of mana regenerating it. Alright. Rest of you, rest in peace. Disperse. Gate closing. Izuku, he jumps out, and when he gets out, he sees a girl with weird looking hair just staring at him, and Izuku's like, shit, as he just jumps away, and the girl is just standing there looking, and he's like, wow. Comes out and say Izuku had some guts thrown over him. So he gets home and he washes up, and then he notices that he feels like his phone go off, and it's it's going off, and then he looks and he sees that he has 14 missed calls. And then he's looking through it, and they're all from Katsuki Bakugo. He calls Katsuki back, and he's like, how the hell did you get my number? Oh my, he gave it to me. Can I come over? I need to talk to you, Izuku. Sorry how I acted, but All Might explained it to me, and I'm sorry. I should have given you the benefit of the doubt and not jumped down your damn throat. All Might just said, finally, that I should ask you directly, and if you don't give me an answer, then I should just let it lie. At least until the entrance exam. So, a few hours pass, and Izuku hears like his doorbell go off. He opens the door, and Katsuki's standing there, and Izuku's like, come in, fucking asshole. Guess I deserve that. So, Izuku, what exactly is your new class, or your awakened power? All Might said something about you have awakening, about something giving you a boost in power because of something. I don't know it. He wasn't too clear on it. Ezekiel then he rubs his temple, and he's like, oh, damn it. Well, you would have found out any sooner or later anyway, considering what I had planned to do anyway. Not here. Let's go to the roof, Kajad. Sorry about the interruption. For some reason, my phone went to standby. I have it set to where it's not supposed to do that. Just finished recording. So, pardon the double audio for like a portion of this where it's like repeated audio. But Izuku, he tells Katsuki to like let's go to a gang roof. I don't feel like destroying my apartment. So they make their way to the roof, and Katsuki's just looking at him. He's like, "Why did you need to come up here? Come forth, everyone!" And Katsuki just freaks the living hell out as that big ass wolf appears right out of Izuku's shadow, but also all these other creatures and monsters start appearing around Katsuki. And Izuku's like, well, you see, I think my class, my reawakening, it allows me to get stronger the more I gain levels. But this is why I wanted to hide this, Kachan. If people found out that a hunter could get stronger the more that they went into dungeons, I would never be able to go back in there. I I I have to be able to go into the gates, Kachan. I don't want to, but I have to find a cure for my mom. It's the only reason why I go do those things. Damn it. I'm sorry to get it from you, but after our past, I know things in the past were difficult. You bullied me, I broke your bone, I disappeared for years, then all this other shit happening with you. Just, please, just wait until after the entrance exam. I'm begging you, don't keep the secret about me getting stronger the ability to get stronger as I keep growing. Please, I'm begging you, because if the Heroes Association and the Hunters Association found out about this, I wouldn't be able to be a hero, and I would no longer be allowed to like go into gigs and make money to help find a cure for my mom. I'm begging you. Please, Katsuki, please. Just keep it a secret a little while longer. And Katsuki's just looking at Izuku, and he's just has a look of shock on his face, and then Izuku's like, everyone, return. I know you probably think I'm a monster, but it's probably not. Far from the truth. I'm telling you, Katsuki, if this gets out, you won't live. You'll have hell to pay. But I don't want to threaten you like that. So again, I'm begging you, Katsuki, keep this a secret. I saw you, and just meet me at All Might's agency tomorrow. There's something I want to talk to him about. And you should just wait until tomorrow before you make a decision on anything. Just give me that at least, okay? Whatever, no. But doesn't matter what I say, does it right now? And Izuku shakes his head, and Katsuki jumps off the building and creates an explosion and then lands on the ground. Hiro comes running up to him. He's like, young man, using your quirk in public is against the law. Katsuki pulls out his badge, and he's like, idiot, looking for random gates in the neighborhood. Oh, my apologies, Hunter, sir. And Kotsky puts his badge back in his damn pocket and he's like, at least this damn thing has its privileges. Okay. And he looks back up at the rooftop as he's walking away. I'll give you to at least until tomorrow. Whatever you have to talk about then. Whatever. So, Izuku, that night, he's thinking and he's pondering stuff. He's like, okay, oh, this damn quirk one throw doesn't do anything for me. It's like, yeah, it gives me a little bit boost in strength and like more than doubles my strength when I'm punching, but now that I have all these shadow minions, I no longer need it. But maybe if Kachan had it, he wouldn't. He won't. So that evening, Izuku, he eats breakfast. He eats like his dinner and showers, goes to sleep, and then he has that dream again. Of his mom in like their old living room, smiling and saying, basically saying, Izuku, that's amazing. And he sees himself standing there with like all of this electricity running around his body. He's like, yes, this is just a dream. I wish this was my life. I wish the world was like that. Not a care in the world, but villains. Damn it, Mom. I wish I could speak to you. As he's like sitting there, like he's woken up from this and he gets up, he prepares breakfast, goes and does the exercises, and then comes back, showers, and then jumps off. And he lands outside, and Katsuki's there. And then All Might arrives shortly after Izuku, and he's like, Shadow, what is it that you want to discuss with me? And Izuku's like, we can't discuss it here, All Might. And what I want to offer Kachan, it involves you too. You've gauged his personality. You've been around him more than I have. What I have to discuss, you can probably already guess. I don't think I deserve it anymore. With what I'm slowly becoming, All Might. And All Might nods in understanding. And Katsuki's like, he's confused about this. And he's like, what is it, nerd? And Izuku turns to him, damn it, Katsuki, not here. And he points up. And he grabs Katsuki and jumps to the top of like All Might's building. He's like, damn it, nerd, give me some warning when you do that shit. And All Might lands next to like Izuku, and then All Might speaks up. Midoriya, are you sure about this? I truly believe you would be the best one to carry on that legacy. All Might, line of work that I'm going to be followed into, probably going to have to take life. At some point, more I learn about my abilities, becoming more and more of a monster than human. he turns to Katsuki and he's like, Katsuki, I choose you to inherit the power I got from All Might. And they sit there and they explain to Katsuki about the quirk. Katsuki is like, what? So you have a quirk as well now? And wait, you got it from All Might. What the hell? How did that? And then they explain the origins of the quirk, like the quirk. In Izuku asks Katsuki again, it's like, Kachan, please take this quirk because I slowly feel my sanity slipping. And a power like this needs to continue in the right side. If I ever fall to the darkness completely, you should. It will help your strength. It will increase the power of your quirk, and there's the potential that you could reawaken at some point to an even greater power like All Might did. So please, Kachan, take this damn quirk. I'm begging you. As like Izuku falls down, like on his knees, kind of like crying, looking at Katsuki. It's like, fuck, damn it, damn it! Why the hell? Why do I have to be such a damn jerk around him? Why do I always have to say that wrong fucking thing to him? All right, man. What? So what do I have to do to get that damn quirk? Izuku smiles and he pulls a hair out and he says, "Eat this." All Might kind of chuckling. Kashi's like, "What?" And he turns to All Might as he's handing the hair to Katsuki. He's like, "All Might, there's about a month left. Katsuki, his body should be able to handle the quirk. He's definitely toned out enough. I can kind of tell that. And plus, hunters, their bodies are more durable than the average person. So you should focus on training him. I'll have something. I have a lead on a potential cure." So he gives Katsuki eats the hair and Izuku just disappears. And in his place there's this small goblin looking creature standing there. All Might freaks out, and then the goblin just like the shadow goblin just goes out of existence. All Might's a little worried about this, and he then turns to Katsuki and he's like, "Get ready, kid, because the next month of your life is going to be a living hell for you to get that damn power under control." Izuku. And All Might's just thinking, Izuku, be safe in those. So the next month, like about the month leading up to the entrance exam, Katsuki will be training with All Might on how to use the quirk. The difference between Izuku and Katsuki is, at this point, Izuku's basically a super genius. So he won't be able to fully utilize the quirk like Izuku was able to. And over the next week or so, Izuku, he in the dungeons, he notices he's slower than what he was before he passed the quirk to Katsuki, and he's like, But he does notice that he's slower than what he should be if he had the quirk. Like, he can physically tell that, but the monsters that he's been slaying and everything have been feeling weak. And then he says, like, after he finishes one up, he's like, I guess I think I might be ready for this damn thing. It's like a key flickers in and out of his hand, and he's just looking at it. Wonder if it's like, okay, tomorrow, gotta pack. Cause I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone with this one. Keep my first A-rank dungeon solo. So, the next day, Ezekiel, he does his daily, and he opens the gate, like, basically right in his own apartment. And Ezekiel, he's like, well, he doesn't open it in his own apartment. I'd say he goes back to like the playground, and this time he makes sure there is no one around, and he opens this thing and enters it. But something happens when Izuku when he enters it, he's like, wait, what the hell? This feels like a red gate. And on the outside, you just see people panicking because where Izuku had opened it, a giant rift has opened, and it's basically a red gate that is just crackling, and it doesn't. And so heroes and everything are called. Hunters are called to come here, and they're like, who entered this thing? We didn't get a report of a gate opening here. So they set up barricades and everything. They have hunters going on like watch list, and Izuku he sees the service, and he says, "Ranga, think you can take that thing?" It's weak, master. So Ranga comes out. Izuku and him basically tag team the damn thing, and they're fighting. Eventually, Izuku is able to like kill it, and he goes to like raise it, but then it's like unable to raise any monsters in gate. Proceed to completion of the dungeon. Demon's Kingdom. And Ezekiel's like, shit. He tries to walk out of the gate, but he gets blasted back by electricity. Only way to leave dungeon is by completion. Must make way to the king's throne. Must ascend to the king's throne. And he's just like, shit. I shouldn't have. Wait. This didn't happen the last time. Could it be because of my... Fuck, it was my class upgrade that did this. Wonder what's going on. So Izuku, he is spending weeks in this, and he's like, hope nobody's there. So he makes it through, just like Sun Jin Woo. He goes through all of these levels, and he makes it to like floor 50. But this whole time, after like floor 25, he feels like something's been watching him, and it's every single time he sends his shadow minions out to like search for it, it disappears. But he can tell it's been following him. And so he makes it to the king's throne. Unlike Sun Jin Woo, he doesn't run into like a certain group of people. So with that being said, I'm going to end this part here. I know it's a little bit short and a little bit dry, but the next part I wanted to have the fight scene be the bulk of that, because the next episode will cover the entrance exam, and with the fight scene that will happen in this combined with a bunch of dialogue and a lot of stuff that will be covered in the next episode, it will give me, the next episode will be a good hour at least. And I don't want to continue this part, because if I rush the rest of this part, the rest of like what's in my notes for the next like 15-20 minutes, it won't be as good. I know some of you may be pissed off about Katsuki getting one for all, but with how fast Izuku's been progressing, and how strong he's gotten in a few of the power-ups that I will discuss later on. And I will do like some flashbacks where next part will definitely be a lot better than this one. This is my stress relief episode to basically give my voice box a little bit of a break from doing like certain voices. So that being said, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and let me know what you think of this part, and I will see beautiful souls in the next video.